Hey guys, how are you? Today we're going to learn about there is and there are. Let's get started. Just a minute. Now let's go. So, to talk about there is and there are, we have here the definition, how to really use them. Take a look here. We use there is and there are to talk about existence. Okay, let's see the first sentence. There are two sofas in my living room. So the existence of two sofas in my living room. Next, there is a TV in my bedroom. There are a lot of books on my bookshelves. There are some dictionaries in my backpack. There isn't a sofa in the bathroom. So here you see affirmative and negative sentences. Let's move on. We use there is and there are for existence. So the singular form we use here. There's a bed in my bedroom. There's no bathtub in my bathroom. There isn't a table in the living room. So here you see that we use there's, and there isn't, which means affirmative, negative in the singular. And there's here is the contraction of there is. For plural, we're gonna use there are. So there are some chairs in the kitchen. There are no cushions in the bedroom. There aren't any tables in the living room. Okay, so here we have affirmative and negatives. Here, the negative form we can use there are no or there aren't any. Okay, let's move on. To talk about it here, we use some for affirmative. There are some books on my bed. There aren't any books on my bed, and there aren't any books. Oh, sorry. And are there any books on my bed? So I'm gonna use any for negative and any for interrogative, for questions, making questions. Some, just affirmative, any, negative, or question. Let's complete here, okay? There is a pen on the table. What would be the negative form for that? Let's do it together. So, we would say, there isn't a pen on the table. Remember that isn't is the negative form of is. And what would be the question? The question would be this: is there a table? Oh, sorry. Is there a pen on the table? So for a question, we just change the verb to be. Is there? There is. Affirmative. Is there? Question. Okay, pay attention. This is extremely important. And if the answer is yes, yes, there is. Or no, there isn't. Okay. That would be the answer. Let's go to the plural form right now. There are some chairs in the kitchen. What is the negative? Let's see. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to do it, or you can pause this video and do it yourself. If you answered, there aren't any chairs, you're right. It's correct. In the kitchen. There you go. So, but Diego, what's the question? Simple. Remember that verb to be with change? Do it now. If your answer is, are there any chairs in the kitchen? You are right. That's the way that we do it. Okay? Yes, there are, plural, are. Always keep in mind, is singular, are plural. There is a cell phone, singular. There are rulers, two rulers, plural. Okay, keep this in mind. Remember, we're talking about existence. That's very important. And the negative. Are there in chairs in the kitchen? No, there aren't. Notice here that I used any for negative and any for interrogative. This is extremely important to keep this in mind. Any questions here? Let's move on. Now, you are gonna do this as homework. And let's see what you're gonna do. I'm so excited about it. Now let's practice a little bit. So here we have the image of this living room here. And you're gonna answer to me. Is there a sofa in the living room? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Are there any books there? So you have to see here. Yes, there are, or no, there aren't. And the same thing. Are there any cushions? Okay, what are cushions? Cushions, guys, are these. These are cushions. They are on the sofa. And then you can just put your head and relax, sleep. Okay, those are cushions. Is there a coffee table? Well, this is a coffee table. Is there a cat on the lamp? Are there two dogs next to the sofa? Then you have to answer yes. There are, or no, there aren't. And then you go. Is there a rug on the floor? Remember, it can be a rug. That's something you put on the floor to protect the area where you are. Here are the same ideas. So you have to try to think of 3 questions with there is, 3 questions with are there, singular and plural, and let's go. Then here as well, this is homework. So there is, try to write 2 sentences with there is, 2 sentences with there are, 2 sentences with there isn't, 2 sentences with there aren't. And you have to try to answer those questions here and see if you can get it. Okay. Now, what's there in your living room? talk about your house. What is there? You can write on a paper or record a video to really see what your pronunciation is like, which is a very good thing as well. And what's there in your bedroom? Those are the questions. Hey, thank you very much for staying here until now, and I'll see you around. I'll see you then. Have a good day, a good night. Bye.